played them as well. No, you now banning out the Outward Devourer and the Winter Wyvern, 2 picks that potential team used to spectacular effect. And so we shall see what they decide to go for now. They have Vengeful Spirit still in the pool, something they used last game, but they're going to grab a Crystal Maiden this time. And now potential team Winter Wyvern's gone, but they could grab the... Oh, Spirit Breaker's banned. I lied. So pretty much all the supports that they used last time are... All the supports potential team used last time are gone. I don't think they'll pick Avenge. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Brewmaster. I think every game I've cast potential team, they've played Brew, and they're going to grab a Witch Doctor. They did really well with the Witch Doctor this last time, and they immediately grabbed the Clockwork. I wonder if that's a roaming clock or a core or a offlane Clockwork. It could be either. I like it better roaming, especially with a Witch Doctor, with the Malediction.
10 seconds remaining.
Definitely causes a lot of damage. I mean, Cask bounces plus Battery Assault plus Malediction damage is a pretty easy kill on a lot of heroes. So I like this support duo a lot as an aggressive support duo. They have pretty good defense too because Clockwork's cogs. But it could be an offlane clock. We'll see. And now I know you looking for their next pick. Again, likely to pick their support. Most of these teams are picking their supports in the first 2, occasionally going for an offlaner. And they're going to grab Ancient Apparition for themselves. A decent pick. It's also okay because you can have Crystal Maiden off in the jungle, farming occasionally, so AA can get that lane XP. Because both the AA really wants levels. Crystal Maiden just needs a few, and she's mostly done. So you banning out Ricky, potential team banning out Axe and Sven. Axe was used by NOUR last game, but I believe they banned it out because not because they're really worried about NOUR playing it specifically, but because it's they just probably don't want to play against it. And NOUR banning out that Brew, and Chaos Knight immediately picked up by potential team. Crazy aggression coming out from potential team. The early game aggro they're going to be able to do is really frightening. NOUR going to have to be super careful in this game. Their supports do not handle being dived on really well at all, and Chaos Knight is very good at diving onto supports. Faceless Void picked up by NOUR. I like that pick for them. It's pretty good against the Chaos Knight. You can get away. It's great against Witch Doctor's Malediction. You can also ult the Witch Doctor and stop Death Wards. But need to be careful that the Death Ward isn't placed outside your Chrono and you miss the Witch Doctor, so you just get killed by it.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Central team grabbing the Medusa. That's their late game insurance right now. CK skills pretty well, but farms very badly. So if he doesn't get a lot of kills and doesn't farm well in lane, he can struggle a little bit. So I like that they grabbed Medusa. That'll be their mid laner as well, and they have the aggressive supports to really set up her mid lane so that she just crushes whoever she's against and has all the space in the world. They'll probably stack a bunch of camps for her. And NOUR, Jakiro, their next pick. This is probably a core Jakiro. It could be mid Jakiro. Great early game, not so great as the game goes on. Anti-Mage immediately banned by potential team, which makes a ton of sense because you have a Medusa with a ton of mana who could instantly pop your team. It's just like the Storm Spirit, right? You don't want to play Storm against Anti-Mage because that Mana Void is going to just destroy you, and not just you, but whatever poor supports happen to be nearby.
Radiant team pick.
Tidehunter, the final ban of the game from NOUR. NOUR now looking for, I want to say, their offlane hero. It could be offlane Void, but I don't think so. I think Void's going safe, Jakiro going mid. Darkseer would be decent for them. It's good with Void, but it's kind of greedy, and then they have such little damage. They need a really high damage offlaner. Oh. Maybe it is offlane Void and safe lane Jakiro. They're kind of going all in on the Chronosphere combo. Death Prophet, great with the Void. Jakiro, great with the Void. AA, CM, all great with the Void.
10 seconds remaining.
But now, it'll be hard for them to execute without the Chronosphere in the Dire. Immediately, potential team grabbing a Brood. Fiery Man going to be offlaning with that Brood Mother. Decent game for her. Although Crystal Maiden, Jakiro, and Death Prophet, pretty good. Again, not very good necessarily, but pretty good against the Brood. I feel like Potential Team are kind of trying to posture to end this game very quickly. They have a Brood who I'm imagining, if they give her any space in lane at all, will just run all over NOUR. Can eat supports like Ancient Apparition and Crystal Maiden alive. She just slaughters them. So it'll be interesting to see how they execute this. And I think I favor Potential Team's draft. I think NOUR are far too reliant on that Chronosphere. Much like last game, they were very reliant on an Enigma Black Hole. Whereas Potential Team, they don't have that kind of downtime, but we'll see how it goes. NOUR, though, have changed up their draft quite a bit, so I like to see their flexibility. Vigor is playing Death Prophet, Mex Legion on Crystal Maiden, Theo on the Ancient Apparition, Demon Moose playing the two-headed Dragon, Jakiro, and Faceless Void being played by Maniac. Meanwhile, Potential Team looking to end this game in this series in a 2-0. Fiery Man on the Broodmother, Dr. Dread playing the Witch Doctor, Oblax on the Chaos Knight, all playing Clockwork, and Medusa being played by 204. Heck. Sorry about that. Okay, good. I just had to double check some stream stats. Wanted to make sure I wasn't accidentally muted. This happened before where I've muted myself or I've left the waiting screen up. Both teams just setting up to get their own bounties. I think this is a pretty good lane. Like, since it's a 2v, it's a 2-1-2 situation. This lane is so good for Brood. They have no real way of killing her spawn spiderlings. They have no real way of stopping her from running through the trees. It's going to be an incredibly difficult match for them here at the bot lane. I think they absolutely need to bring Jakiro down here, or Crystal Maiden. But Jakiro, I think, is going to get slaughtered up in this top lane. Potential Team, again, just feel like they've outdrafted NOUR. NOUR don't really have a lot of damage either. Malediction already popped. Dr. Dread getting those right clicks out. Dual Breath going to be slowing him up. They have the crit, but First Blood claimed by Demon Moose. Dr. Dread getting a little bit ahead of himself, as Oblax started with the crit. No stun, no Reality Rift, not really able to follow up that Malediction at all. And the bot lane Fireman running away, avoiding that stun. It has a lot of health regen thanks to his webs, so shouldn't be in any real danger. Meanwhile, in the mid, Clockwork is here, all has cogs. Needs to be really careful, though. Death Prophet right clicks are very painful. All trapping her inside, but is it really him trapped, or is it all? And all getting low, pops a Fairy Fire, and just narrowly surviving. But I suppose, you know, keeping her zoned off of the wave. But the supports, they're playing aggressive, and perhaps a little bit too much so. And nope, another stun. This looks like it could be a kill. Demon Moose getting very, very low. This route onto the Chaos Knight. One more right click, and the Malediction should do the trick. Or will it? One more tick left, and he will go down to that Maledict of Dr. Dread. Once they have follow-up, that was a pretty easy kill. I expect we'll see a lot more of that. I don't like the lanes at all for NOUR. I think they're very, very weak, except, of course, the mid is a Death Prophet. A strong laning hero just in general. Lanes, I think, actually beats Medusa pretty badly. Maniac grabbing those bounty runes. And uh-oh. This is a solo Crystal Maiden. Once Witch Doctor gets cast, which he has now, I think she just dies. Just all the time. She has no mobility. She doesn't have her slow yet. She has a single target root. 315 MS. She does have boots and 1 armor. So she is completely zoned out, because if she goes near the wave, she'll just die.
This'll come in handy.
But she does manage to grab a bounty rune. Jakiro in the mid, just getting some harass onto 204. Things haven't gone disastrously yet. I mean, they did get a kill on, who did they kill? I don't even know. Oh, wait. I think they got Dread. That's right. So they haven't fed any kills in the other lanes, especially in their very important mid lane. They want this Death Prophet to be, she's going to be their pacemaker for most of the game, I feel like. But she's already been forced back. She can TP back to lane here in a second. Medusa, level 4, a full level ahead of her, almost a level and a half. As 204, it just continues to farm. His Ring of Aquila already finished. Only brown boots and a null tally on Vigorous, and only 7 CS to the 20 of 204. Broodmother also at 16 CS. She is beating the
Steal your face.
she's beating the Void in CS. Oh, she's going for something. She wants Theo. Theo has no way to stop this and just kind of has to sit back and die. There's nothing AA can do against the Broodmother, and I think that's just the beginning of this kind of thing. It's going to be so hard to stop that from happening to them. Moving Crystal Maiden down is a step in the right direction because she can at least throw out the Crystal Novas. Oh, and a nice root. She has a Crystal Nova as well if she wants to use it. Nope, not enough mana. Oh, she did have enough mana. I was looking at the Brood. Meanwhile, top, Jakiro, all by his lonesome. Level 4 on this Chaos Knight as well. 2 points in that Reality Rift. And Fireman playing very cautiously. Doesn't want to overextend, doesn't want to feed any kills. Once he finds at level 6, he'll be very, very dangerous. Has a Soul Ring already, so a ton of HP regen. He's basically got Tango Blood, and now starting to set up the webs behind the towers. Cold Feet, Chilling Touch also coming out, but nothing comes of it. But at the top lane, Diomus quickly killed off by Black's Dread and all. There's really nothing a Jakiro can do when you get pulled into a Clockwork and a Witch Doctor and a Chaos Knight. Things already starting to look pretty rough. It's a 2k gold lead for Fireman and his team. Dread smoked up. Clockwork also smoked up. Maybe they're looking for somebody hanging out here. Level 4 on this Death Prophet. Meanwhile, it's a level 6 Medusa. She's face boots and treads, and Ring of Aquila. No, looks like they're maybe trying to do something on Fireman. No, you'll be just fine. Oh, they get the stun or the slow, and he's actually going to get himself stunned. Needs to be careful. It gets bashed, and now the Cold Feet coming out. He's just going in on Maniac though. And oh, it looks like they found the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden getting low. Caught by that Malediction. She will go down with some right click from Dread. And Vigorous actually needs to be pretty careful. Just has the Drain, and he'll be able to just TP away. Vigorous with phase boots finished. But 40 CS on the Medusa. 39 really to the 15 of the Death Prophet. Medusa getting so far ahead. I don't see any stacks though, so she's not going to get that massive gold injection. But Fireman's starting to cut the wave, and soon we'll be going in onto this tower. Rocket coming out, trying to scout out enemy supports, but they're all at the top lane, trying to maybe protect Jakiro, trying to get something done. Void is in the danger zone. Brood just eats him alive, but he just managed to jump away, pops the stick as well. He's very healthy, but Fireman continues the dive. Not scared at all. In 4 seconds, we'll have his spawn spiderlings, but the slow from the webs and will kill him. Or not the slow from the webs. He doesn't have in-cap bite, but he does have such increased movement speed from that web. And now we're starting to see how Brood can just be disgusting and when picked in the right games. And up at the top lane, it's like they're going on Chaos Knight. He's pretty low. They have Malediction on Diomus. Diomus also getting pretty low, and that Malediction should pop him as there is 2 ranks in it. And one more right click, and a pullback, and a snack from PT Blacks, and that'll be it. And Brood once again going in on Maniac. Fireman just continues pursuit. He jumps away, and now it's just going to cut the wave. A 5k gold lead for potential team as their filthy, dirty Brood draft continues to spiral out of control. And Clockwork throws down Cogs. They want to go on Maniac. Maniac has his jump away, but he jumps into a place that he can be followed, but Seems like he should slip away. Yeah, he's just fine.
Radiant's
Good
bottom
play getting away
tower
from
is
that on
under
Maniac's
attack.
part, and now spot tier 1 is Fireman's next victim. If he can't kill the Void, he'll kill his tower. 5k gold lead at 7 minutes. Medusa closing in on her Mask of Madness. Oblack's going for an armlet, still a little bit away from that.
This'll come in handy.
Oh man, Maniac getting low. The Medallion of Courage is popped. Rocket coming in trying to zone him out, and they will back off. Don't want to fight 3 heroes under that tower. Brood doesn't have her ult yet, but of course she'd rather have the max web and spiderlings. And just going to continue cutting the wave. Oblax continues his farm, and just look at the CS. This is a really, I think they're just outskilled. We see 27 denies on the Chaos Knight, 23 on the Medusa, 58 CS on Medusa to Death Prophet's 23, 46 on CK to Faceless Void's 27, and oh, they want to get this Ancient Apparition. Those Spiderlings doing a lot of damage, but getting low. Jakiro causing some problems. Vigorous uses ult, but he could actually just get eaten. Fireman has a soul ring up in a few seconds. And the Exorcism, I mean, he's just running away. He does not care at all. And uh-oh, Vigorous could be in trouble. I think he's within just kill range. And so much space created by Fiery Man. And they just can't find him. They're all zoned out. The Death Prophet ult was used, and nothing came of it. Meanwhile, he's just going to try to cut the wave once again. And Medusa, with her Mask of Madness, just taking down this tier 1 mid. Fireman doing what Brood does best, being a pest. And all the while, CK continues his farm as well. So, potential team just outmaneuvering NOUR. One stun onto CK, Malediction as well. They have Reality Rift, a couple right clicks. She should survive. Oh, she might not. And they do find a kill onto Dr. Dread, but Crystal Maiden will pop to that, I think. But the Faceless Void ult onto Chaos Knight. They have the Drain onto him as well. And now under stun onto Maniac. He's trying to get it, might just. And Oblak so low, not able to find that kill. And now All needs to bail. He wants to get this Void though. Void very, very low. Battery assault popped. He doesn't find Maniac. Maniac slips away. And it's a 1-for-1 trade, but absolutely favoring NOUR as they kill off the Chaos Knight.
Radiant's middle tower is not safe. Radiant has reinforced their structures.
Some neato cast bounces, but Broodmother continues to shove the bot lane. I wouldn't be surprised to see him hitting tier 3 in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Well, definitely take this tower.
Tower has a nasty situation.
Yeah, the Blightstone speeds this process up quite a bit. He's going for a Radiance. Will make him incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to kill. He's trying to run away. This tier 2 tower, very low, in deny range even. The Catapult won't finish it. It's at 20 HP, and NOUR should just deny this. And Vigorous will get that deny, but that's a tier 2 down at 11 minutes. 9k gold lead in favor of potential team at 11 minutes. They are dominating in this game just as they were in the last, if not more so, thanks largely in part to the fact that they have a Broodmother on their team who can claim objectives while no one's looking. And if a hero goes down solo, if a hero goes down unaided, they're gonna get destroyed. Now in the mid, they're trying to find this clock, but he does manage to walk away. Vigorous needs to be careful going across the river. Oblax and Dread still hanging up at the top lane. The Max Reality Rift and Chaos Strike. Looks like they shrined up down here. Up here, I should say, is what's the top shrine. Fireman continuing to hang out here at the bot lane. Pings coming out. Witch Doctor throwing out his cast, throwing out the Malediction as well. Lots of damage coming out onto that. The Reality Rift pulling back one. Vigorous going to go down, but does manage to get a kill in return. But Theo, he's dangerous. He's in a very bad spot and will go down as well. That's 3 heroes dead for just the Witch Doctor. And now Fireman can do whatever he pleases. It appears he's going to be farming this jungle with his spider army. Medusa also going to be farming the enemy jungle, going to be going for a Hurricane Pike, a nice defensive item. That does give her some nice stats as well. Oblak's going for an Echo Saber now that his armlet is completed. Maniac wants to grab a Diffusal Blade. Great item on that hero. I really like it. We'll give him a great bit of damage inside his Chronosphere as well. Good stats as well. The attack speed, you know, armor, mana, pretty much everything Void wants. You know, Fiery Man, while his team is getting that tier 1, he just goes in on this Void. Void has a Chronosphere, but if he's forced to use it just to defend himself from Brood, there could be trouble. Reality, we're pulling back Jakiro. Jakiro getting low, caught by that Malediction as well. Ice Blast coming in, latches on 3 heroes, all getting low and will probably go down, but a crit from Chaos Knight finishes 1, and now they're going on to Vigorous. CK just so much damage. Reality from cooldown for a few seconds. Has his armlet, could toggle it, getting drained. Medusa coming in, throws out his Mystic Snake. Witch Doctor, Death Ward coming in, getting Max Ouija. Now Vigorous getting low, stun, catching on him. He's trapped inside, getting beat down, and gonna go down to double kill for Oblax. They chased just a little too far, and it looks like they also lost the Ancient Apparition to Medusa. And Fiery Man can almost get his Radiance. It's a 13-minute Radiance on a Medusa. Of course he hasn't got boots. That's just because he has webs everywhere. Who needs boots when you boot 465 MS without them? 13k gold lead at just 14 minutes in favor of potential team. A disastrous start of this game for NOUR. The laning phase has just barely ended, and it seems like the game could end soon too. All not level 6 yet. That's a saving grace. They don't have the hook shot. Hook shot will give them a lot of room to find a great deal of kills. Ice Pack coming out. Macropyre 2. And Demon Moose wants to save his ward, but won't. Dr. Dread getting caught by the Ice Blast and will go down. He gets the ward, but costs his life. Baited himself. Meanwhile, Fiery Man just doing his thing. What broods do. Shoving in this bot lane. Just creating so much space for his team. And if he's not creating space for his team is creating space for him to just shove. Him and Medusa, they're all 3k, 2.5 to 3k net worth ahead of the next closest core on the Radiant, which is the Faceless Void at 4.5k net worth. Death Prophet at just 4k. Trying to finish her duels isn't that far off. Just needs about 600 gold for it. But it's only level 9 to the Medusa's level 13. Faceless Void level 9 to the Chaos Knight's level 11. And they didn't really have an offlaner, but Broodmother, level 13. Sending his spiders to go and eat the creep wave. Medusa Dragon Lance sitting in her stash. Probably just going to wait till she can finish the whole Hurricane Pike. It's not that far away. Oh, the cast coming out. Malediction as well. Oh, get one. But they get the second. The Ice Path cancels the Witch Doctor ult. Great Ice Path, but a beautiful play from Dread. Catching them over the trees with that Death Ward. And now, Fiery Man with his Radiance. He really is a Fiery Man. And Vigorous, you need to be careful. He's doing so much damage. He just kills him instantly. He is stunned up, though, and that AA stun should go off as well. But he's so tanky. They're slowing him down. The hookshot coming in. Buying time for his teammate. And oh, the Crystal Nova is doing a lot of damage, but it's not enough. Fiery Man still alive, but will he survive? He's stunned. He's still alive. A triple kill for him. It's an ultra kill for Fiery Man. Talk about arachnophobia. These guys need to turn the other way and run when they see him. Level 15 at 16 minutes. 9.5k net worth, an awesome Chronosphere, but the Voodoo Restoration, the Radiance Mischance also just ruining his damage. And now Maniac trying to get out of here. Fiery Man could dive this if he wants, but playing cautious, playing safe. Doesn't have his ult, doesn't have enough mana for his spawn Spiderlings as well. And it's a Brood game. What else is there to say? Meanwhile, Medusa just hanging out in the mid, doing what she can, and with her Dragon Dance completed, she's going to be a difficult kill as well. All the while, CK, all 3 of these cores are just staying in the lane that they started the game in and causing havoc. I don't see how NOUR win a fight without a 5-man Chronosphere, Death Prophet going, Crystal Nova, Macropyre, and AA Blast connecting on all 5 of those heroes. Then they will win the fight just out of just the raw damage output of that, mostly because of the AA Blast execution threshold. But it's not looking good for NOUR. They need this Brood is borderline unkillable, and he's got a BKB coming soon, and then there's nothing they can do. He pops that BKB and just goes for it. And with that Radiant, it's so hard to right-click him. They had a good effort. Max Legion had a really good Crystal Nova, but just not enough. And Fireman continuing to farm the jungle where he can, but he's farmed it already, so it's all dead right now. And no drums finished on the clockwork with Fireman turning in onto these. Gonna go for that, and a nice stun coming out from the Centaur. I don't know why I was just casting the Centaur, stopping his spiders. Oh, there goes a mist. Cast coming out. There's a death ward, but Void doesn't really care about Malediction, and now a nice stun onto the Witch Doctor. Might go for him. He's slowed, but should be able to slip away. Malediction doing some significant damage, but thanks to his Time Walk will survive. And in reality, we're pulling Jakiro back, and now a cast bouncing between just 2 heroes. That's the opposite of what they want. Crystal Maiden using her ult, but it's not going to last long. But actually, they might get 2 heroes. 1 down, and now the other, he's getting so low, he will die. And now the Medusa, her Mystic Snake doing a lot of damage. All Maniac getting low, but all will go down. It's a double kill for Vigorous, but they can't fight this Medusa. She's too big. She pops her Mask of Madness, and she gets on the chase. She wants to kill this AA, but won't go up to high ground. 3 heroes die, and a good fight for NOUR, but when they're 21k gold behind, a good fight is hardly enough, especially while Broodmother is claiming your barracks.
Radiant's bottom barracks have a situation.
He's sitting on top of 4k gold. Looks like he's going to be going for a BKB. Has it finished now. Could probably go up to their shop and get it and not die. But he is going to back off. The courier on the way. Probably swap out his stout shield. Doesn't really need it anymore.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
Medusa sitting on 3.7k gold. She might go a Divine Rapier. They're so far ahead. She could totally do it. They can't kill her. More specifically, they can't kill her and Broodmother. And now Shrine's on the menu. A bit of free gold. NOUR, I just feel like lost this game in the draft. They had no tools to deal with the Broodmother. Well, not really any tools. They didn't have an offlaner. I feel like if they had a Darkseer in the offlane, that would have been pretty good. It's great against Brood. Like, if you put Darkseer against Brood and he just Ion Shells himself. Oh, and a hook shot onto Crystal Maiden. Max Legion trapped in here with the clock. This gets Brood off, but now Dread is here and all. And 1 right click from Dread will finish her off, and maybe kill her ward as well. They're able to find nothing on the map. Potential team now at 25k gold lead. All their cores above 10k net worth, with Brood and Medusa above 13k. They just can't kill this Broodmother. She's going for a butterfly as her next item. Medusa sitting on 4,800 gold. Chaos Knight going for a Heart of Tarask. Has his Reaver. Void's Diffusal Blade is finished. Duel is also completed on the Death Prophet, but they're so far behind in items that I don't know how they can really get out of this game or get ahead in this game. 27k gold for potential team. They could probably just run up high ground, but they are respecting that Chronosphere. A nice Ice Path onto the Broodmother. But the AA Blast is not going to connect on anybody. Now Broodmother turning onto these supports. Max Legion just going to burn to death Brood, just ignoring her, and goes on to Vigorous. Vigorous going to go down to the Brood. He pops his ult as well and just eats Max Legion. It's a double kill for Fireman. He's just chasing after these guys, and it's a GG call at 21 minutes as potential team massacre NOUR in this best of 2 series and no time flat. Congratulations, potential team, who just dominated NOUR in this game, and hopefully NOUR have learned some lessons. I think the biggest thing they need to work on is their drafting. I think they their drafts are super narrow. In this game, they were like, we've got Chronosphere, we've got all these AoE ults that go with the Chronosphere. Let's go with the Chronosphere, and that's all that they really had. And then the first game, it was like, we've got Axe and Enigma, so much teamfight AoE, but then once it was less big teamfights and more just small skirmishes, they couldn't keep up. And I think NOUR have potential as a team, and I would like to see them continue to play in this league and see where they can go from here. Congratulations to potential team for taking this 2-0 in the group stage, so no team is eliminated, and it was just a best of 2. And I look forward to casting for both potential team and know you in the future. Good luck to both of these teams as they advance, and I believe we will have a winner's interview in a little bit. So stay tuned.